Hi ladies and gentlemen, Chet here from ABON Technology here in the Chicagoland area. We are an agency that works with other agencies to help scale them up, turn them around, make them more profitable. We also work with a lot of small businesses. So today's small video is about funding options for small businesses, right? Now, by the way, I have my notes right here in front of me. So small businesses, always cash strapped, always looking for finance, they're on the treadmill of growth, but growth requires money. So how do you get that money? That's what this video is about. Number one, SBA loans, right? You get lower interest rates with the SBA Small Business Administration, so you get lower interest rates with that. These are also favorable to, because they're more, kind of sympathetic to the small business. So definitely look at SBA loans. Second is grants. Grants are amazing. I know after COVID there were a lot of grants by from the local government, from the county, from the state. A lot of grants to keep businesses afloat. The good thing about grants is it's free money, right? You don't have to pay it back. Next is regular bank loans. You need a good credit history for that. There's also an application process which you have to go through. But if you work with a local kind of a community bank, more often than not, they're very helpful. They work with you. They kind of try to make sure, because their interest is in making sure you're successful. If you're successful, then you hire more people, and then the community thrives. So definitely look at local bank loans. Next is credit cards. I would not, credit cards is like the option of last resort. The way I have structured my business is, you have your liquid savings, your cash. Then you have a line of credit from a bank and a very small component. I have a credit card, but I don't use it often, right? It's like the last resort. So definitely have a credit card, but don't use it. Just keep it as an option of last resort, because 18% interest rate, it's difficult to ever beat that. And in the sense, it's very difficult once you max your card to ever kind of get back to normal. So yeah, credit cards. Next is lines of credit. Again, within a line of credit, this is always a good option, especially for business owners, because you can access a line of credit against invoices. So you don't have to pledge any collateral. Your invoices become the collateral, and you only use the funds as needed, right? So unlike a term loan where you have to pay that a certain amount of principal and interest, with line of credit you only pay for what you use. Next is venture capital. If you're starting out, definitely look at venture capital. The only thing is with venture capital is they want a certain return of interest, right, on the money. Venture capitalists want to invest in businesses that definitely beat the stock market. So they're looking at an exit, so they want their money back, number one. And number two is that they want 3 to 5 to 10 times returns in 10 years, for example, right? So if someone's giving you 50,000 in venture capital, he wants 500,000 back in 10 years. So only approach ventures capitalists, VCs, if you know that your business is going to grow at a really fast clip. I don't know which VC said this, but he said he sells jet fuel, right? That's what venture capital is like. It's like jet fuel. So go to a VC only if you have an aeroplane or a rocket, right? If it's a normal business, VCs are not for you. Next is angel investors, right? So this is friends, family, and fools. This is a place you can approach even if you're starting out a normal business. This is again, like I said, your friends, family, and fools. A lot of times they're not really looking for crazy returns. They're not looking for 5x, 10x returns. They're looking for an exit. They're looking for some kind of a liquidity event where they get their money back. But even if they get 2x, 3x of what they'd originally invested, they're usually happy. This is a group that's just happy to see you succeed. So these are the people who will put money into your venture because they know you, they trust you, they like you. So this is a very good route. I always say, for starting a small business, especially if you're starting a service-based small business, a lot of service-based small businesses usually start out extremely undercapitalized. And that actually becomes the reason why they find it so difficult to grow. So if you want to start out a service-based business, have some kind of a projection ready for the next 6 months, 1 year, in terms of how much cash you'll need, and then make sure you're capitalized, either with a loan from your local bank or with money from angel investors. But a surefire recipe for your business to not take off or for you to not succeed, or you might have to just close it down, is for you to be undercapitalized, right? Have at least 6 months worth of operating expenses in the bank. At least for me, I know some people say 3 months, some people say even a month and a half. I say for good measure, have at least 6 months worth of operating expenses in the bank. It gives you peace of mind, and also gives you money to grow, right? If you get a big order, or if you get a big contract, at that point you're not running around, right? You already have the funds in place. The next place that you can actually go for funding is peer-to-peer lending. There's a lot of peer-to-peer lending kind of places now in marketplaces now, because of the internet. To be honest, I don't know how they work 100%. I don't know what you have to pledge as a collateral. I don't know what the terms are. So this is something that you might want to look out. But there's definitely places where you can do peer-to-peer lending. I know Kiva. I mean, that's within the not-for-profit space. But Kiva is a place where folks can come in and create a project, and then others come and give them money. There's a lot of peer-to-peer lending platforms. I want to do more research on this and probably do a video in a couple of days. But peer-to-peer lending, at this point, I'm not 100% sure how it works. Bootstrapping, that's another way in which you can grow your business. This is basically you're investing in your own business, right? So the surplus that you have, you're putting it back into your own business. This is a little hard to do in the first couple of years, because first couple of years often we're not creating any surplus, right? We're not generating any surplus. So definitely something for you to take a look at. And the last is merchant cash advances, like payday loans. This is worse than credit cards, right? Because credit cards it's 18%, with cash advances it's even worse. I think it's like 20-25% interest, right? So I have not seen this become successful. So anytime that you have to approach someone for a merchant cash advance, it will probably be under very dire circumstances, right? It's probably going to be under not so good circumstances. So again, this is just an option, but I hope you never have to use this option, right? Because it doesn't usually turn out well for everyone. So yeah, Chet here from Avion Technology. These are just a couple of options here. This is just a conversation. So if I've missed out any, feel free to write them in the comments box. I hope this proves useful to you. I always say this: have 6 months of cash in your bank. It could come in the form of a loan. It could come in the form of a line of credit. It could come in the form of a angel investor putting in money. It could come in the form of internal accruals if you're bootstrapping. But have 6 months worth of cash sitting in the bank. It'll just put you in a very good place mentally. So thanks so much again, Chet here. I hope you like this video. Press like if you've liked it. Press subscribe if you want to subscribe. Or please click on the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a video. Thank you so much. Chet here, Avion Technology. These are my coordinates. Thank you.